Cable splices. Continuous pull cable and sensor cables are pulled into the secondary containment piping during certain stages of installation. Several splices are used to provide a secured attachment to the pull cable during this procedure. The following is the procedure. PermaPipe installs a 1/8 inch steel cable in each PermaPipe assembly. This cable runs through the interstitial space through guide tubes that are attached to our centralizers within the secondary containment piping. Our piping is marked with the letters TOP to make sure that these guide tubes are aligned at the 6 o'clock position. At each field joint, you will be making a splice between the two cables. The following is the procedure. Taking the cable, you want to separate the cable into 3 and 4 strands. So you want to untwine the cable, and you want to bring this back approximately 12 to 18 inches. Okay. So the other side of the field joint, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to untwine the cable into 3 and 4 strands. Approximately 12 to 18 inches. Once you get the cable fairly close to that 15 to 18 inches, you're going to put the throats of the cable together and make sure they're at the same length. And you can see this is pretty close. Once again, we will put the throats of the cable together, make sure they're fairly close. We're within a 1/4 inch. So the next step is you're going to take the 3-stranded cable, and you're going to start in the throat, and you're going to intertwine the 3 into the 4. And you're going to work it all the way down. You want to try to get it where it kind of looks just like the regular cable. You're going to take the other end, do the same thing. You're going to go 3 into the 4 and intertwine the cable. Okay, once you get this intertwined together, you're going to go ahead and make sure it's completely together using electrical tape. You're going to start approximately 6 inches up on the cable that you haven't undone, and just start taping your splice. You want to use electrical tape because it keeps it nice and tight. When you get to your splice area, instead of doing one wrap, you want to do several wraps. And you want to continue this all the way down the cable. Now keep in mind, you're going to be doing this at every field joint prior to insulating and welding of the closure sleeve. Like I said, at the splice location, you want to do several wraps and bring it up another 6 inches. Okay, so after you get through taping it, this is your splice, and this is the splice that will be going through the ID of the 3/4 inch guide tube. Now, the design of this splice is that the tighter it gets, the tighter the splice gets, so it's not going to pull apart. It's very important to do this splice and not lose this leak detection cable. If you lose this leak detection cable, the cable may pull out through the guide tubes, and the pipe will have to be cut open to re-thread it through the 3/4 inch guide tube so you're able to pull the cable. So once you get this splice made, you want to go down to the opposite end of the pipe, and you want to start pulling. Now, the pulling process, you want 2 men. You want one feeding the cable, and you want the other one pulling the cable. This cable, you don't want to put more than 50 pounds of pull force on this cable. The cable should pull relatively easy. If it does snag, you want to pull it back the other way and try again. If it continues to give a problem, you want to cut your splice off and try to pull the cable in the opposite direction.